Good evening, Nick the Forester here. I want to give y'all a little update. Won't be working on the 510 tonight. I wasn't happy with the flywheel side seal, crank seal, and not being smart, I pulled out the old one. Thought I had a handful of new ones. Well, ended up putting them into some other saws, so I'm currently out. So for now, that saw is on hold while I get one ordered up. It's the oil seal that goes inside the bearing. I have plenty of them that go outside the bearing, and I don't feel like swapping out crank bearings on that saw. It's got a good set of crank bearings. So I can't put the bottom end of that saw together right now till I get a crank bearing, flywheel side crank bearing. I already got a new clutch side crank bearing in. Got the cylinder cleaned up. All the parts are dry now. They're cleaned up, but gonna be waiting on seal probably for a week or so. So I decided on the 1-72, can't swap out the clutch right now. Or the rim sprocket, because I can't get the clutch off. The top puller I'm using isn't working well, and that clutch is stuck on there pretty darn tight. So I'm gonna order up a different style of puller, more like a flywheel style puller, and I'll try again on that. But let's get to the topic of today's video. I mean, you've already kind of see it here. Got another farm saw. This is one I picked up from my daddy. I mean, honestly, it's not in rough shape. It's dirty. The carb on it was missing the choke lever. So I ended up putting one of them Husqvarna 272 carbs on it. It was pretty plug and play, to be honest with you. But one thing I found out, you lean the clutch side up and it goes lean. So I'm gonna go with, it's probably got a seal leak. I'm gonna start off with changing it on the clutch side, see if that alleviates the problem. If not, I'll go back to the flywheel side. Other than that, saw starts up and runs great. But I was going to just show y'all a little quick video, or hopefully a quick video on swapping out crank seals on it. So let's get started. Alright, pull it off the clutch cover. How y'all doing this week? Having a pretty fair week. I've been having a pretty fair week, I must say. That's interesting. That's been loose for a while because see how it's egg shaped? Or if you can't see it, believe me, it's egg shaped. That retainer for the clutch has been loose for quite some time. These clutches, for some odd reason, they actually come off fairly decent. I mean, usually just pull them off. That's one thing I do like about the Pioneers. And then you'll pull off your drum. It's going to have this washer behind it. Then rim sprocket, another washer. Go ahead and pull these spark plates off. I may just get in my way. If I remember right, it's all dirty. That's okay. We'll get her cleaned up nice. Oh, don't forget about this little felt. If I can get it out. I want to get it out without damaging it. There we go. Got a little felt washer. Try not to rip it. Alright, let's get this cover off. It'll play nice. And we'll get down to the oil pump. There we go. Seems like these Pioneers typically come apart easier. Oh, and I do have an update on the farm saw build. I haven't gotten in a clutch side crankcase yet, but oh, forgot there's one right there. But I got something else pretty cool. I'll show y'all at the end of the video. And there's dust, dirt, shavings off. We don't need any of that getting in there. Glad I was finally able to get out here to work on a few saws. I did the 172 off camera because I wasn't sure how big of a pain in the butt it was going to try to be, and it ended up being. So I was going to spare y'all that. Get this cover off. There we go. Ooh, you are dirty, girl. Dirty girl. Alright. For this clutch. Or not clutch, oil pump, sorry. And she is dirty. Y'all seeing it as I'm pulling it out, so. Definitely know this isn't staged or nothing. I mean, y'all know I'd work on dirty saws, but this one dirty old joker must have cut a fair amount of wood in its lifetime. But we'll get it cutting some more. I fell in love with these saws, and my daddy seen how they run. He loves how they sound. I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess back in the late 70s, early 80s, Pioneer got together with it might have been late 60s, got together with Yamaha, and I guess did a bunch of research with them on two strokes, and that's why these run as hard as they do. They're more geared toward like a dirt bike than a saw of its typical day. Like I said, I ain't 100% sure on the accuracy of that story. It's just what I've been told. I'm inclined to believe it because of how these things run and how they're set up. But I've been fooled once, I'll be fooled again. I ain't claiming that I know everything, but my God, I do not. But let's see if I can get this guy to come on off here. Sometimes these can be a little bit of a bugger. Trying to get them off. They're almost dang near welded to the case sometimes. Usually a couple of spots you can get to. Pry on them just a touch, just get them broke loose. Turn it up. Come on now, how you gonna be difficult? Last couple I've done, but nowhere near this difficult. I ain't missing nothing. One piece. Should be a one-piece casting. It just probably stuck down on there. Not most of them. Let's see. I may pause y'all and get this off, and then once it's there, we go. Like I said, it just stuck on down there. Get this other side. These can be a little bit of a bugger to pull off, but typically they're fairly easy to. See if I can get it on this side just a touch. back over here, do a little bit more this way. Come over here, do a little bit more that way. Just kind of have to work it off. It will come off. So this one's been the biggest booger I've dealt with. Usually these slide right off. So I guess this one had got a pretty good seal on it. There we go. And pull your oil line off. Actually, I was able to pull that one fully out of the tank. Looks like our gasket's in decent shape. I may throw some grease on it, make sure it seals up nice and good. Oh, we got some fines and all kind of mess off in the gear. Got old chips and grass. I can believe that. But alrighty. Then you got, oh, you're not gonna play nice, are you? Got the oil pump drive. These can be a little bit of a booger to get off. Now the last one did not want to play nice. We'll see if this one's any easier. Yep, it's gonna be like the last one. You're gonna have to inch it up side by side. They're in between a slip and a press fit. You know what I'm saying? I said it's not a true press fit. Go at an angle on each side of it last time. Yep. Just work it back and forth. Oh, heck no. This thing done got greasy. So I can get it, pop a little on this side, little on that side. I'm trying not to make this a super long video. Got out here fairly late. Tap that side back down. So it looks like it's trying to come off just a touch crooked. Let's see if I can get it from that angle. Come on. There we go. That's it. You'll just hear it pop. You gotta pop it back and forth. And try not to stab yourself in the process. They may make a puller for this or some kind of tool. Got a service manual somewhere for these, but said that typically this is all I've ever had to do. You just gotta work it back and forth slowly but surely. Try not to put any downward force on the crank. Just want to slightly pry up. And if somebody's got a better way to do this, I'd love to see it. I haven't seen a whole lot of videos on these getting crank seals. So, I mean, seriously, I would love if you got a better solution for this. This part's the kind of time-consuming part. I'm sure they have some tool that threads down on it and does like a crank puller, or install tool, sorry. That pulls it through the case, but I haven't found it yet. And I'm sure you can make one, but I said this system works fairly decent. this slow. I think we got one or two more, and it should come on off. Yep. Now it looks like the rain might be coming back in. Been getting a lot of rain recently. It called for 2 weeks more. It's not making my day job any easier, trying to keep logging crews going. This past week we had a crew cutter, fella buncher cutter, whatever you want to call it. They went out to work Friday morning and motor was locked up in it. They said it ran fine the day before. There you go. They was thinning about a 15-year-old plantation. And it just cut, like I said, barked it Thursday evening, came out Friday morning, and it was locked up. I mean, wouldn't budge, nothing. They ended up having to use the skidder to winch it up onto a lowboy. Had to crack lines on the fella buncher head, cutter head, just to be able to get the cutter to go up enough to get up on a lowboy. So it's always something. Just depends on what that something is. Honestly, this seal don't look bad. But sure enough, when I laid it on the clutch side, turned it over on the clutch side, as in turned it up like this and turned it back over, it was going lean. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this. Oh, no, I do see it. Yeah, it's got one little spot right there. Go ahead and replace it, and we'll get it back going, and hopefully it'll run right for my daddy. Like I said, once I showed him, I started off with that basket case of a P42 that y'all seen on the channel. Started off with that saw, and got the P50. That's the second Pioneer I got. Then I got actually a really nice farm saw that I honestly I don't mainly touch, just but forecasting it, running a little bit. It's actually in very mint condition, very good condition. Trying to keep it that way. I don't know if I'll cut with it much. Then I got that parts P42 that I was planning on building before the case, the ear on that case broke. And then got another little surprise I'll show y'all later on. But let me go get my pick, and we'll see about getting this seal out and getting a new one in. I'm gonna pause y'all real quick, and then I'll be back with y'all in just a minute. Hey guys, we're back. Y'all wouldn't believe me even if I told you. Off camera, I got this seal out, and I didn't even mean to. I literally just I put the tool on it and literally just tapped it, just see how hard it was going to try to fight me, and it popped right on out. Kid you not, popped right on out. Seals I use for these saws, and this can be any of your bigger Pioneer P-Series or farm saws. Timken 472 705. 472 705. These are very inexpensive. They're good seals. They're a double lip seal, if I remember correctly. Yeah, double lip seal. Have a nice plastic outer coating to help seal. This one I did see, which it might be the reason that it was leaking. Actually, I believe somebody put crank sealants in it before. Had a nick, just a small nick in the case. So just for peace of mind, I'm gonna use a little bit of Yama Bond or on the outside, just a little bit, and we'll tap this guy on in there. I said I ain't doing just a little light coat on it. Try to get it not on that side. Only thing about Yama Bond and stuff is runny. But not like I said, I ain't putting much. Just putting just a titch on the outsides. Get this stuff off before it dries. Once it seals up, or once it hardens up, it'll be more than plenty. Trying not to get any on the face of it or on the back side. Wipe off the excess off the back. Don't want none of that going down into the motor or into the bearing, sorry. Ain't a motor, it's an engine. Motors are electric. There we go. Okay. Gonna slide this bad boy in here. Hardest part's gonna keep getting it over this lip right here, but I don't believe she went in there very well. Yep. Get her just started. Take 18mm, goes all the way on the outside of it, and we should have enough, yeah. That's it, just get her started. Tappy tap tapper. And you ain't gotta go much on it. Inside, not go as planned. Let's see if we can get her to even up. Come on now. How are you doing that? She started going in there sideways. Let me grab a punch. We'll see if we can work it back down this way. If not, we'll have to try to pull it back out. There we go. There we go, come on. Go back to my socket and try that one more time. Hopefully we can get her started off in there right this time. Oh, she still wanted to go in at just a touch of an angle. I don't understand why. Now this side done popped up on me. But I think we got enough we can get her down on there. At least even her up. Yep, there she goes. Now just be careful with your punch and tap your on around. Want pretty well flush with the case. Couple more taps. Might sealed her center in just a little too far. Let's see. I believe she'll still be okay right there. It's a little lower than the case, but not by much. I think she'll be okay there. It's got a fair amount of distance between the seal and the bearing, so you ain't gonna drive it into the bearing. But she looks like she's sealed up good all the way around, I do believe. Let me do it. Yeah, she did good. Alrighty. The next on will be your oil pump gear. Sorry, just taking me a second. Go down like that. This one you're gonna have to work down the same way. See, might be able to tap it down with this. Careful, you don't want to close it up. May have to punch it down the rest of the way, but y'all know that ain't no trouble. Come slowly but surely. Just kind of a devil to get down on there. Because smart man, yeah. Where she's fully seated. Just give it a couple taps with the punch just to be positive. There she's seated. Ooh, be careful. Come on. Now she's fully seated. Yeah. Alright. Double check. Sure we ain't gonna run into no issues with the oh, I believe that's it. Alright. I think this should be fine. I think it'll seal up fine. And this thing's got some nasty old junk off in it. But she should be alright. Put your old pump back on. I believe she is. Gonna sit down on there. Screw. I've been down or something. Oh, it was that right there. But I ain't never been a smart man. Maybe yeah, that screw right there. Sorry. Even I get confused myself sometimes on these. down nice and tight. You seal it up there. Alright, put your cover back on. She goes. Don't make me seem too stupid. I reckon I will be today. That's alright though. Just gotta get it lined up right. There we go. Oil pump shield back on. I'm getting tired. I'm losing track of my tools. Losing track of where everything's going. But sometimes when you get that tired, you just need to stop. And like I said, after this haul, I'm just gonna stop for the night. Some days in the shop, things will go your way and it'll be good. Some days, it's just gonna be tough. And like I said, today was one of them just tough days. Put your felt back on. Put the ring back on. Or, sorry, washer. Then you can put your drum. Uh-oh, bearing done fell out. Sorry about that. Come on now. Be nice with me. There you go. And you got your washer. Don't forget about this washer right here. Clutch. If I remember right, it don't matter. I know it is marked on the outside. I don't know if y'all be able to see that, but it's marked for the outside. There we go. Dust shield, part number go to the outside. Like I said, this one's a little watered out. This is the first one I've seen that's been watered out like that. I think they're supposed to have another washer on the outside if I remember right. This one does not. Plus this thing's just bent a little bit. I don't understand that. But I'll crank her back down, and then maybe I'll throw this all in the back of the truck and we'll see how it runs tomorrow. Like I said, as easy as these are to pull off, pull down, this one's supposed to self-align, but since it's watered a little bit, I'm having to self-align a little bit. There we go. I think that about got it. That should be plenty tight. It'll tighten up. Go ahead, put her guide plates back on. And finally our clutch cover. There you go. There's a fairly quick video. I know it wasn't the best. Y'all didn't have the best angle on it, and I'm sorry for that. Till I get a better tripod mount, this is the best I can do for now. I try to get y'all in on most of them. Get you in close, but sometimes I'm not able to. I guess I could real quickly show you what was involved in putting that Husqvarna carb on here. It's no different than really ain't much different than putting one on the Mac, honestly. I mean, your choke's actually in a better spot. It actually worked for the Pioneers fairly well. That'll be good enough for now. Set you back up real quick. We'll pull off this air filter. These are the air filters that I dislike very much, and when I pull that P50 apart, I'll show you what I did on that one. I alluded to it in another video. These filters, these little mesh filters, most of them are ripped. This one is not. That's why I'm saving it for my daddy. Just so he can have him a fairly stock saw. I already told him about the carb and he was perfectly okay with that. But, like I said, knowing them Husqvarna, what am I trying to say? 272 carbs after like a Tillotson 254B or 260. Only real modification, I don't know if I'll be able to get y'all in here to see this. Might be able to get y'all under here. Is where, here, let me just pull one out of the box and I'll show you on the new one. If I find the box now. Sorry, I got parts laying all around here right now. I need to, that's probably what I'll do for the rest of the night is I honestly just go through parts and sort and put away. Because, like I said, right now they're scattered all over the place. Sit down. And now I can't find what I found it. So when you order these, or at least the ones I ordered, they're gonna come in this little plastic baggie. So put this on a Pioneer. I had to, let me get a pointer. I had to drill a hole right here. Right here, sorry, light's terrible. Drill right here to get full throw on it. I said you honestly don't really have to fool with the choke, because it's in the perfect spot for the Pioneer. When you pull it out, it chokes, so that ain't no issue. And then it's pretty well a direct bolt up. Only other thing I had to do for this air filter mount, in the original Pioneer carb, let me see if I can find one right here. Let's see, that ain't it. Actually, but it'll be able to show you. In the original Pioneer carbs, they have this little divot right here. Or sorry, right here. I don't know how well y'all be able to see it. They have this little divot right here. On these Husqvarna carbs, they do not. And on this air filter bracket, the elbow, essentially, it's got a divot that slides in that hole on the Pioneer carb. But all I did was take a drill bit the same size as the little locator on the elbow and just barely drill it. I mean, you ain't drilling very far into that car body, maybe a 1/16, and that's all I took to put that air filter elbow on. If you don't, it's going to leave a gap between your elbow and your carb. But other than that, I mean, y'all seen my tie gun on there. I mean, choke works like normal. Ends open, out's closed. The hole for the choke rod is a little large. I said you could weld it up and re-drill it, but for this don't cause any issues at all. So we talked to my daddy about it. He said it ain't no problem for him. He just wants to, honestly, he just wants to throw it in some wood. So that should wrap this all up. If not, y'all see it one more time probably. If it's the flywheel side, we will see. And I also gotta make sure it's gonna oil. Make sure it got on that oil pump gear. But other than that, this one's wrapped up. Here, I'll show y'all real quick. This video is taking a whole lot longer than I thought it would. I'll show y'all what I have planned till I get a case half for that other farm saw, the project saw. the one we're going to heavily port. I'll show y'all what my plan is on that in the meantime. So, here's my plan on that. I just picked this up not long ago for, I felt like, some pretty decent money. Pioneer P40, full wrap. Got a fair amount of use on it. Got decent compression, nothing great. Same style muffler as your farm saw. Only difference is the farm saw has a decomp on it. This does not. For time being, I'll probably just plug it on the cylinder, on the farm saw cylinder, and I'm gonna put that farm saw cylinder on here and port it up and see how she does. I'll probably be running the stock carb for now, for a little while at least. And then we may try the Husqvarna 372 clone carb that I had on the other P42. It's a little bit bigger throttle bore, and it's a bigger Venturi, so it'll move more air and more fuel if it needs it. We'll have to see. But this is my plan. I'm gonna throw that farm saw cylinder and piston on this saw. I'm gonna save this P40 piston and cylinder. Get the timing numbers on it. Then we gonna hog her out pretty good, depending on how the timing numbers look. And we're gonna test it on this saw. I know on that, once we get another case half, numbers will be a little bit off, just by manufacturing differences in the cases, but I don't know. We may go a little less aggressive on the cylinder and try it on this first. I haven't ported any of these farm saws yet, or Pioneers. In fact, this will be my first. We may go a little less aggressive on it, see how it runs, and then once I get another case half, we'll slap the party farm saw party farm saw together, just get the numbers on it, and then if I want to go more aggressive, we'll go more aggressive. If not, if I'm happy with it, then we'll leave it be and we'll just have some fun with it. Maybe one day I'll make a pipe for it. But that's my plan, is we'll use this as kind of the testing saw, just using the farm saw cylinder. I want to say this original P40 cylinder and piston. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all got a little bit of knowledge out of it. Like I said, I ain't seen a whole lot of these farm saw crank seal videos on YouTube. I like to try to bring y'all knowledge and show folks the best of my ability. I know it could be better once I get a better tripod. But just trying to show folks how-tos on some saws like that aren't covered nearly as much, and it's just simple stuff. So if y'all have any questions on or want to see anything, shoot it down in the comments. Hope y'all liked the video. Good, give me a thumbs up, and if you like what you see and want to see more, subscribe. I try to put a video out twice a week, sometimes a little bit more. May put a short or two out this week, but hope y'all have had a great week. Hope y'all have a great weekend coming up. Hopefully I'll be able to get on some more of these saws. Like I said, the 510 will be down for a little while, but we'll get it wrapped up soon enough. And then I'm hopping on a 710 Franken saw build that I alluded to in another video. So, hope y'all have a great evening, and I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all.